Hi everyone, I'm Keri Peters. I have a master's in Chinese medicine. I'm a massage therapist and my undergrad was in psychology. I studied mental health counseling. So I've been asked to share some tips of self-care and just share a little bit that I found really interesting in my studies and have found really important and helpful. And I want to share with you today and see if any of that is helpful for you. So I studied 5-element acupuncture. The elements are they are water, metal, wood, fire, and earth. And all of the elements have emotions and organs that are paired with them all. And so, for example, the metal element is the lungs and large intestines, and the emotions that go with it is sadness and grief and depression. So, how you can use that as a kind of a hint or a clue for what might be out of balance is that if we are going through a lot of depression right now, a lot of sadness and grief, maybe you just look at, hey, are we smoking a little more? How are our lungs feeling? And maybe bringing in some support of smoking a little less if possible, or some herbs that could be really helpful for lung support. So that's a really great way to just kind of pay attention to if there is any correlation between feeling a little sadder and a little more grief that you're feeling, and then also some supporting of your lungs and seeing if that might balance out a little more. Also, then there's fire. Fire has to do with lacking joy or passion or creativity. So if you're feeling just really just kind of icky and lacking joy and luster, a great way to get into maybe more of our heart space is to get into more passion and play. Maybe dusting off those old paints and canvas and doing a little painting or writing or dancing, and seeing if that might bring a little more of that joy back into your life, a little more laughter into your life. There's water, which has to do with fear and the kidneys and adrenals support. So if maybe you're feeling just a lot of fear, issues with your own self-worth, a way to maybe balance back the kidneys and the bladder and the adrenals is just doing more restorative practices, maybe really getting into a nice meditation practice and getting into take long hot showers if you can. Take a little time for yourself if that's possible. I know we're stuck at home with kids bouncing off the walls possibly, so it might be really difficult to get alone space, but if it is possible, maybe just taking that time of some restorative of meditation or some yoga stretching, whatever is possible that you can do for yourself. And maybe that might help a little bit of that fear and that worth and yeah, just that stuck feeling. What else is left? There's wood. Wood has to do with anger. It's our liver and our gallbladder, and it's about anger and aggression. So if we're feeling a lot of that, it might be that our wood element is out of balance. So maybe just give a check to see, hey, maybe I'm drinking a little more right now. Maybe it's a great time. It's springtime. It's beautiful out, hopefully where you are. And do some liver detoxing if you can. There's some herbs and cleanses that you can do right now. Or maybe just paying attention to how much we're drinking. We're alone, we're home right now, and it's really easy, but that might be a correlation between anger, aggression, just kind of that irritability that we might be feeling. Also, liver really loves to move, so if you can get outside and just walk around the block, fresh air is so important right now, and really we need it. Maybe be in the nature, be with the woods, if you're around any trees if possible, or a park, whatever you can do. And then the last one is earth. So earth has to do with worry and worry about our abundance and just that safety, that security feeling. It's our spleen and our stomach, so it's our digestion too. So that would be if we can just give yourselves really nourishing food right now. They love, spleen and stomach loves root vegetables. So if you can cook root vegetables, maybe even getting into earth if you are anywhere near nature, get your hands dirty, get into gardening, go for a walk with no shoes on if possible, just get back into that nature feel and take deep breaths, and hopefully that might help a little bit about any worry of having enough right now. Just seeing these as clues. There's also 5-element acupuncture that you can do if you can see any acupuncturists right now where you're living. That might be really helpful for you as well. Emotional support. There are so many numbers to call if you really are struggling right now emotionally. Please reach out. There are so many people to talk to. I'm sure you have plenty of people in your life that love you and would love to hear from you. Everyone is going through it right now. When you're out and you have your masks on, give a smile. No one has to really know that you are, but I feel like you feel it when you're out there. Talk sweetly to each other. We're all going through some really heavy stuff, and even if the person looks like they have their stuff together right now, you have no idea what people are going through on the inside right now. And I really am hoping that we can all just really recognize that how human we all are right now and how much we're all in this together. So hopefully this might help. Oh, another tool, if you're at all interested, is called the 5 healing sounds. It's qigong practice. It can go through all of these elements that I've spoken of, and goes through sounds and little movements that you can do with the body that really can help strengthen these elements as well and help with these emotions that you might be feeling. So you can just Google that. Montauk Chia is a great resource. And I really hope that this might be a little helpful, just paying attention to what we're feeling and really just holding compassion for yourself and just realizing that we will get through this. We will get through this. Thank you for listening. Blessings and stay well, everyone.